Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and as you know the title says, we're going to go ahead and do a full review on the T-Mobile HTC 8X. So first thing we need to cover, first of all I want to say thank you guys for coming on board, checking out all my videos. It's much appreciated. I think I have a great following. So let's get started. So looking at the HTC 8X, this is a T-Mobile variant, but it does come on AT&T, and there's an unlocked version as well. This runs on T-Mobile's 4G network. See a little 4G symbol up top. It is about 130 grams. It's about 10 millimeters, but it has a unique shape to it, so it feels a little bit thinner than what it is. It has a 4.3-inch Super LCD 2 capacitive display. Resolution of 720 by 1280. Corning Gorilla Glass 2. Definitely comes with Beats audio, great sound. This is a 16 gig model. They don't have expandable storage in this phone, nor does it have a removable battery. Go ahead and put that out there. Comes with a gig of RAM. And again, like I said before, it runs on T-Mobile's HSPA Plus network. It has Wi-Fi, ABGN, dual bands, so you should get pretty good Wi-Fi service on here. Bluetooth 3.1. It doesn't have 4.0, but still, that's good. Has an 8 megapixel on the camera on the back with a single LED flash, and the front one is 2.1 megapixel camera. They both do 1080p at 30 frames a second. That's a great thing. The front one doesn't do 30 frames, but the rear does. But they both do 1080p. And it runs on Microsoft's Windows Phone 8, which is great. Has a Qualcomm S4, which is clocked at 1.5 gigahertz, and that's a dual core. Runs on the Adreno 225 with the GPU. Has the norm SMS, MMS, email, push email, the things you would bring to a high-end smartphone, or some of the regular mid and low-end smartphones have it. It has GPS, obviously, and it also has a GPS and GLONASS, which is great. Comes in a couple of different colors. Right now, the California Blue is the one that's available through carriers, but it also comes in a graphite black, flame red, and limelight yellow. I think that's a wow color, but hey, I think it's pretty nice. It'll be nice to see one in hand one day. And the battery is 1800 milliamps. So that's it for the specs. Let's give you a hardware. So here is that 2.1 megapixel camera on the front, speaker grill here. Here is the 4.3-inch screen, Super LCD. It has 3 buttons along the bottom here, back, and this is your home button and your search button. Along this side here, you get a volume rocker. SIM tray is kind of on the back right there. And down here, all Windows phones have to have a dedicated camera key, and this one does. Along the bottom, you've got your USB, micro USB charging port, and a microphone on there. Along the top, you've got your power button and your 3.5mm headphone jack with another microphone for noise cancellation. On the back, you've got the 8 megapixel with a single LED flash. Speaker down here on the bottom. You can see that. Carrier branding. This is the T-Mobile variant. HTC's logo, nice little textured, it's embedded in there, kind of a deep feeling on there. And the Beats audio is just on like the T-Mobile logo. So let me get into settings here and turn off the radio. Don't want to be interrupted. Airplane mode. Alright, and let's turn on Wi-Fi again. Alright, so I just started this phone up, so it's good to go. So the best selling point for the HTC 8X, and any Windows Phone 8 for that matter, is going to be the live tiles. As you can see here now on this Windows Phone 8 compared to Windows Phone 7 or any of the other Windows Phones variants, you have these larger tiles here. And you can resize the tiles on the device now, which is a good thing. That's a huge plus. So what you do is you just long press like you would normally do on any of the other Windows Phone platforms, and now you can make them really small. You just tap each one. You can make them the 3 different sizes. This larger one right here, it's kind of a medium, and that's a small. So that's kind of a selling point that they've kind of been putting out there with Windows Phone 8, letting you know, hey, you get a little bit more customization, which I think is a great thing. They've done away with Zune integration, and it's just Xbox Music is what it's called now, I believe it is. But you can see my avatar. They have different animations now on Windows Phone 8. It's pretty cool. So all in all, you can see how you can now, and I'm going to call this your desktop, because pretty much that's where you're headed. If you go anywhere, you press the home button, it'll take you back to this front. So this will be your desktop or your main screen. So while we're over here, we're going to skip over to applications, and I've pre-installed, I've put on some applications, and there's also pre-installed applications from T-Mobile. But as you can see here, you probably don't see any T-Mobile applications, because unlike Android and some things in iOS, when you have a carrier phone, you're not allowed to remove any of their applications. Well, with Windows Phone, you can take off all of these applications, so now it'd be kind of crazy to do so, but you can pretty much take away any of the carrier branding applications that are on here, because this came with T-Mobile TV 411, and let's just look at this Scout right here. I can go ahead and take this Scout off because that was pre-installed. I can uninstall it, just like that, and it's gone. The uninstall process on Windows Phone is completely different than Android and iOS. As you can see how quickly it just immediately took it away, and it is actually gone from the device. So I think that's a huge plus. Some of the basics on here, it comes with the alarm, and here's a T-Mobile application. It's called Bonus Apps. Let's get rid of it. There you go, it's gone. So it does come with the basics: alarm, calendar, calculator. Obviously it comes with the email, helps and tips, and it also comes with this HTC tile here, which is basically still just this front tile right here with the time on it. And you get access to your weather, your stocks, and my stocks have definitely gone up, as you can see. I'm excited about that. And you get access to news, and you can click on these items. So that's a huge plus. That's something that's integrated in there. I thought it was pretty cool. I think pretty much you got your messaging, your maps, and a lot of these other ones I added. Oh, it comes with Office. That's a huge plus. So if you are to send a PowerPoint presentation to your phone, or Excel or Word, you can actually view them on here, and I think that's really nice. Huge plus if you're away from your computer and you want to do that. It also has OneNote. OneNote is a separate application now, and this is updated real time. When you're typing in another location, it just continues to sync, and I think that's a huge plus. So that's another one that comes pre-installed on here, that came pre-installed on this device. Settings, photos. SkyDrive doesn't come pre-installed. I don't know why it wouldn't, but it doesn't. Slacker was pre-installed, and I haven't uninstalled it because sometimes I use Slacker Radio, but it's pretty cool. And Store, it's no longer, it's I forgot what it was called before, but now it's just called Store. And it also comes with Wallet. And I'll put my PIN in, and as you can see here, I have my PayPal set up, and I have my T-Mobile billed to my account set up. Those are things you can have in your wallet. And Zynga games, you get some free games with Windows phones through T-Mobile. You get Words with Friends and Draw Something ad-free. And it's good to see that they're trying to do something, because on Android phones, on my Galaxy Note 2 and my Galaxy S3, you get some pretty good things free. Sorry about hitting the camera there. You get some pretty good things free. You get the Galaxy Note 2, you get Need for Speed, the latest version, free, and on the Galaxy S3, you get the movie Avengers free, and that's just great. They're doing things. Love to see more on Windows Phone. This, some incentive to get it, because it is a harder operating system or harder thing to sell for the employees, and I know firsthand that they're having a tough time selling these to the right person. Because switching to Windows Phone, it could be a tough task. In any event, let's jump over to the web browser and let's do some web surfing. Now, I do have this on a Wi-Fi network, but it does run on T-Mobile's 4G network, but I put it on Wi-Fi, just to keep it level, so I don't have to worry about any kind of things going wrong on there. So let's go over to T-Mobile News. Any kind of news you want to find out about T-Mobile, the company, head over to T-Mobile News. Shout out to David over at T-Mobile News. Keep up the good work, bro. So here's how it looks for web browsing. I mean, the scrolling, kinetic scrolling is it's smooth as butter, no checkers or anything like that. So let's go over to CNN. And you can see how CNN looks. Click on a link here. As you can see how it renders the pages. Really nice. No problems, nothing. Let's try another website, and let's go to a full website. Let's try Engadget, and then we'll go to the full website on Engadget. So let's just immediately scroll to the bottom and find the full website here. Where is the full website? Full website, where are you? Wow, well, it won't let me load the full website? That's strange. I'll tell you what, let's go somewhere where I think I know I can get a full website going. I want you to see how it renders the full pages. So we're on gsmarena.com and look at how it renders the full web page. It's one of my favorite sites to go find out about all of the latest devices. Just really nice. So you can see it's got ads scrolling across here in front. You can see it's kind of moving around. You can see this pinch to zoom is just fantastic. I mean, it is just really, look at the zoom level on there. That's pretty amazing. So let's click on something here. I mean, web browsing on this thing is just amazing. This should be running Internet Explorer 10, and I think it is, for sure it is. One thing I didn't mention about the screen is it's 342 pixels per inch. That is just amazing. This is considered a 720p screen. Just wonderful. So let's check out how it flows the text. It kind of zooms in a little bit, and if you want, you can zoom in, but it'll zoom back out into this view. So it doesn't reflow the text when you zoom in like some Android phones or other devices. But hey, web browsing is a breeze on here. So one key feature that I think is just a wonderful thing with this Windows Phone is the way they've integrated your social. Like, so I haven't signed in to Twitter or Facebook, or I haven't downloaded the applications, but I simply signed in through the phone. And as you can see here, I can go ahead and hit post an item, and hey everybody, love, yeah, and that's going to go to Facebook and Twitter, and you can even decide which, if you don't want it to go to both, you want it to go to one of them, whichever, and you just hit post, and it'll put it on both, and it should update right here. There it is, and lets you know it's on Facebook and Twitter. So you slide over, here are the notifications. Well, someone a minute ago, looks like Brian Stowell, shout out to Brian Stowell, he mentions me on Twitter, so let's see what Brian did. Oh man, I don't know. This is real time, guys. I didn't plan this. This is, you can see it was 8 minutes ago. I have no idea. Brian says you're the perfect guy to take social commerce to the next level. Oh gosh. Anyway, hey, shout out to Brian, whoever it is. And you can see here people on Facebook liking things that I've done. I'm talking to my nieces and nephews. But that's great integration for your social media. So let's move ahead here. I'm rolling up on 15 minutes. So let's take a look at the camera. You have a dedicated camera key. You just long press it, and it'll take you through the camera settings. So here for your photo settings, you can see how it is. So you want to go to your photo settings, and you see you get all the things you can do here within photos: face detection, your IOs, your sharpness. Must be an email coming in. Contrast, saturation, exposure, white balance, and the default is 6 megapixels, but you can up it to 8, and you can save it. As you can see how it now changes to this right here, because I guess it wants to take advantage of it. Video settings, you can have different effects. Default is 1080p. As you see, you have the 720p VGA and QVGA. White balance, contrast, everything, sharpness. You can set it to a higher one, and that's your camera. So let's see, let's give you a look at the phone dialer. Very large phone dialer, you can't go wrong with it. Very nice, very clear. Call quality on this thing is just super amazing. Really nice. So within here though, I can go and go to my phone books, because this is just another shortcut to the People Hub. As you can see, the last thing I put right there, I did my social thing there. So they have a good integration on here, and it's got all of my phone book my phone people in here, and I can even slide over here and see what's happening with all the people. It's going to look up all my tweets, my Facebook, and see how quickly it updated. Shows my recent everything. Shout out to Mystique. Go ahead and take her channel out when you get a chance. She's a Galaxy a Galaxy Note 2 lover just like me. On to video playback. Let's do some YouTube. Now the YouTube client, they don't actually have one for this device, but it does play well. So let's just go to my videos here, grab a video, and let's just see here. We're going to turn on high quality, which it's already on. And the volume. Thanks for joining me in there you go. Video. You can see how loud the volume is.
So we're going to unbox this.
I've got it all the way up.
And I'm going to do a walkthrough. So I got my big knife. It's big, right? So
let's skip ahead and see how quickly it buffers here.
Got a gorgeous, and I've already. I love these.
There you go. Beats Audio doesn't come through unless you have the headphone plugged in. So you see how quickly it renders and buffers these videos.
Power button up top. There's a noise cancellation microphone there. 3.5mm headphone jack there.
So video is definitely going to do well on here. It does have voice controls on here, but I found it to not be as accurate as Google's voice search. I don't think anything is touching Google voice search right now, but so it's really not. Let me just see if I can demo it real fast here. You hold down the home button, so open the calendar.
Starting add to calendar.
And so you see it's got this generic thing. I wanted to open the calendar, but it opened a part of the calendar that I would normally use. So it's not the best, but it could do better. As far as maps goes, it doesn't have turn-by-turn navigation, which kind of is, it's not the best, but hey. So you would do a search, and I'm indoors here, so it might take a second, but it doesn't have turn-by-turn navigation, which is a huge downside. So you're stuck with tapping to get to where you need to go to. Pricing. Let's jump on to the pricing. So I got this phone for $75. If you go to WP7deals.com, which is T-Mobile, it's just a little hidden site they have, you can get this phone for $75. And if you want the Nokia Lumia 810, it's $25. But if you don't do that, and you're one of the people that jumped on it right from T-Mobile's website directly, it's $250, and then you get a $50 rebate, so it brings it down to $199 after everything is said and done. But is it worth it? I think it is, because Windows Phone 8 is a beautiful operating system, just amazing, and I think you'll be impressed with it. So overall, I think I give this phone about a 9.9. That's really high. So be on the lookout for the Lumia 810. it's on the way, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Take care.